Jasmine Thornton, the Managing Director of Family and Community Engagement for Republic Schools. We operate and run schools that are rooted in love, achievement, and anti racism in Jackson, Mississippi, and Nashville, Tennessee. Parent advocacy is not an avenue that we've officially began to explore as an organization, but it's so important. I think about the charter school movement in Mississippi being only 10 years old. We opened Mississippi's first charter school. And if you think about what's at the core of parent advocacy, it's school choice, right? The same way parents have the choice of where they take their kid to the doctor, they should have a choice where they send their kid to school. But it's a little deeper than that for me, being in the deep rural South, because school choice is at the core of like breaking down systemic racism. We know public schools in Mississippi are still very much so segregated in a lot of counties and districts. And so now that we've gotten the school choice, which we still have a long way to go, now it's time to really invest in what power building looks like with our parents and what parent advocacy is in a lot of other places that aren't so far behind. I'm hoping, one, to bridge the knowledge gap between our parents and understanding charter schools, but also public schools, because those same decision makers and lawmakers affect our schools as well. So, really empowering parents to understand what that means, but also really understanding just the economic gap and understanding as it relates to power building. On average, and we run schools from kindergarten to 12th grade. On average, there's a 13-year age gap between some of our earliest learners and their parents, which means that some of my kindergartners, their parents are just of age to be able to vote at all. So understanding what power building and also knowing that we're not just meeting the needs of the whole child, but the whole parent as well. Understand from their vantage point what they perceive as power. And then build off of that. I think that we assume a lot. We assume a lot. We assume that everybody has the same baseline understanding as we do, and that's not always the case. And I feel that way about some of my educators as well. So I think understanding baseline, what do you see as power? And one, knowing that, it shouldn't be prescriptive, it should be individual. So understanding what it is that they want to receive and how they would like to use their own power once we realize what they even understand it to be.